Welcome back to Best of the Best. Today we're going on a trip through time to explore the top 10 historical events that changed the world. From the start of humans in Africa to the tall buildings of today, our story is all about change. These are the big moments from the past that still affect us today. Come along with me as we look at these top 10 events. These events were super important and still shape our lives. Let's get started. And finally, number 1 on our list is something so important, it's like the internet. It started small, connecting just a few computers, but it quickly grew into something huge and important. Talking to people far away became easy with email, instant messaging, and video calls. Buying and selling things also changed a lot because of online stores. But maybe the biggest change the internet made was giving everyone access to information. Anyone online can learn anything, which has helped people learn, understand each other better, and come up with new ideas. The internet has helped people connect and learn in ways we've never seen before. Now we go to 1945, the year World War II ended. This huge war affected everyone, causing lots of damage and sadness. But after the war, the world changed, learning from what happened. The end of World War II was a big turning point. It changed which countries were powerful. The terrible things that happened, especially the Holocaust, showed everyone how important peace is and how dangerous hate can be. After the war, countries worked together to create the United Nations to help keep peace and solve problems without fighting. Let's go to 1928, when something amazing was discovered by accident: penicillin. In a lab, a scientist named Alexander Fleming found something that would change medicine forever. Fleming was studying bacteria when he saw something strange. Mold was growing in one of his dishes and the bacteria weren't growing near it. Fleming figured out that the mold, called Penicillium notatum, was making something that stopped the bacteria. This was penicillin, and it became a very important medicine that saved many lives. Now we travel to 476 AD to see the end of a very important empire, the Western Roman Empire. For a long time, Rome was a powerful and advanced civilization. Its army controlled a lot of land. The Roman Empire fell apart slowly because of fighting within the empire, money problems, and attacks from outside. In 476 AD, the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was removed from power. Even though the Eastern Roman Empire continued, the fall of the Western Roman Empire was the end of an era. Rome's influence continued through its laws, language, buildings, and ideas, shaping Western civilization. Now, we jump to the 1900s to a moment everyone remembers, the moon landing. On July 20th, 1969, people all over the world watched TV to see a blurry picture. Going to the moon took years of hard work by scientists and engineers. 3 astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, made this amazing trip. When their spacecraft landed on the moon, everyone was amazed. Neil Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," showed how important this event was. Let's go to the late 1700s to a time of big changes in technology, the Industrial Revolution. Starting in Great Britain, this time of fast change spread across Europe and North America, changing the world. New inventions made it easier to make things, travel, and grow food. The steam engine, the cotton gin, and the power loom are just a few examples. Factories grew and people moved to cities to find jobs. The Industrial Revolution was a time of big changes that created the world we live in today. Now let's go to the late 1700s, when a new country was born, the United States of America. In 13 colonies controlled by Great Britain, people were unhappy and wanted to be free. They said, no taxation without representation, because they wanted to have a say in their government. On July 4th, 1776, they declared their independence from Great Britain. This important document, written by Thomas Jefferson, explained the new country's beliefs. The American Revolution wasn't just about independence, it was about creating a government where the people have power. We now go to the 1400s to see an invention that changed how people learned, the printing press. Before the printing press, books were made by hand, which took a long time. Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press in Europe around 1440. Gutenberg's press used special letters that could be moved and used again, making printing much faster. The printing press made books cheaper and easier to get, so more people could read. It helped spread new ideas, which was very important for big changes in art, religion, and science. Gutenberg's invention shows how smart people can be and how technology can change the world. Let's go back to 1215 to a field in England called Runnymede. Here, a very important document was signed, the Magna Carta. King John of England was forced to sign this document by a group of angry nobles. It said that everyone, even the king, has to follow the law. The nobles were upset with King John because he took too much money from them and didn't respect their rights. The Magna Carta was an agreement between the king and the nobles. It limited the king's power, protected the church, and gave some freedoms to people. The Magna Carta was very important for democracy because it said that laws are important, even for kings. Our last stop is 1989 in Berlin, Germany, where a famous wall came down, the Berlin Wall. For almost 30 years, this wall divided the city, showing the problems between countries after World War II. The Berlin Wall, built in 1961, wasn't just a wall. It was a symbol of not having freedom. In the late 1980s, things changed. East Germany had money problems, the Soviet Union was getting weaker, and people were protesting. On November 9, 1989, the government said people could cross the border. Many people from East Berlin went to the wall with tools, excited to tear it down. Our trip through time is over. We've seen amazing events, brave people, and how strong humans can be. From the beginning of humans to today, people have been creative, strong, and always looking for a better future. These 10 events are just a small part of history, but they teach us about our past, the mistakes we've made, and the problems we still have. They show us that things don't always get better easily. Sometimes bad things happen too. As we look to the future, let's remember what we've learned and keep trying to make the world a better place. Thanks for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. See you next time on Best of the Best.